let's suppose a short dialogue among three people at a hostel at the entrance. Sometimes when one travels to another country and goes into a hotel or a hostel, in my case, well, I'm fond of speaking with different people. I enjoy it a lot, and well, let's imagine that they haven't met yet. They start to meet at that moment, and they have this short dialogue. Hola, perdón. Perdón is new. ¿Hablas español? This is new too, but I guess you already guess. You've already guessed what it is. Muy poco, this is new too. Pero mi amigo sí. Hola, yo hablo español muy bien. We saw this muy bien to the answer ¿qué tal? Muy bien. No, todo bien. Gracias. Soy de Argentina y ustedes de Estados Unidos. When one interrupts another person, one says this in Spanish, or other words with it. So this is excuse me. Excuse me. This means excuse me. We say perdón or disculpe is another way of saying excuse me in Spanish. So excuse me. Hello, excuse me. ¿Hablas español? ¿Hablas inglés? Do you speak Spanish? Do you speak Spanish? Muy poco. Very little. Me, very little. My friend, he does speak Spanish. So, pero means but. So these are conjunctions. We are learning new conjunctions. E means and, O means or, and pero means but. These two have exceptions, but let's leave that for later. Hola, yo hablo español muy bien. Gracias, soy de Argentina y ustedes de Estados Unidos. So now let's see the whole translation again. Well, excuse me should be first, but in Spanish we do those changes. Our word order is very flexible. Excuse me, hello. Do you speak Spanish? Very little, but my friend does. Sí is yes, but in this case, its right translation is does. It means my friend does speak Spanish. Because you know that in English you don't say, but my friend, yes. It doesn't sound natural in English. In Spanish, it is our natural way to say that he does speak Spanish. Pero mi amigo, sí. So in this case, sí is not yes, but does. Hello, I speak Spanish very well. Thanks. I'm from Argentina. And you? And you both? From the United States. So let's see. Before I'm saying to myself, before erasing the board, let's see what we'll have to keep for the following explanation. El verbo hablar, conjunciones, grados de lo bien que se hace, degrees of good or well. So now let's, yes, I know now. There are a few aspects that we have to take into account when it comes to the coordinators I and O. And, E and O. And O. Let's see. The conjunction E and well, of course it coordinates two or more things. If the following word, for example, history, historia, and y arte, art and history. I think that in English it sounds better if we put the word art first and then history. Art and history. Because of rhythm. Art and history. In Spanish, arte let's see with that example. If we use if the following letter, the letter that follows the conjunction, starts either with a consonant, consonante, o vocal, or a vowel, que no sea means other than, other than I, not than I, the letter I. The example, well, we can find it here because we just make the sentence the other way around. Arte. In this case, we don't say historia, we say historia to avoid cacophony. So and I both mean and. Only when the following word starts with a E sound, it may be the letter Y too, when it sounds like E, and you know that we don't pronounce this letter H, so it would sound arte y historia, so it sounds a bit bad, and we change this for this, arte e historia. We do the same mechanism with the other conjunction, o. When the following word starts with a consonant, con consonante, well, here we have the example, u otra letra, or another letter, que no sea, or another letter except O. For the rest, it's O. We say we can say oficios o artes, arts or jobs, Again, if we change the order of these two members, as this starts with O, we'll see what we do. Artes u oficios. Arts or jobs. Again, to avoid cacophony, as the other word begins with an O sound, we'll change this O for a U. This is what we do as for conjunctions. In this conjugation of the verb hablar, to speak, this verb means, this verb is hablar, and its translation is to speak. In this conjugation, we are gonna see the verb hablar and at the same time the degrees of knowledge of that language, in this case Spanish. So as you saw we saw another verb, no, but it was not with the a ere ending. Let's see. Yo hablo, this is the ending for the word yo hablo español muy bien. What do you think muy bien means? It's going from the better from the best to the worst. Muy bien is very well. I speak Spanish very well. Tú hablas español bien. You speak Spanish well. Your Spanish is good. Él habla español bastante bien. Oh, that light. Oh no, I'm going to change the lights because that is always there. That's better. Él o ella habla español bastante bien. Quite well. So this is quite well. In Spanish, there is something strange that happens with the word quite, bastante, because in theory and logically, if one reflects on this, if one thinks deeply on this word, bastante means literally que basta, that is enough, something that is enough. It's neither more than necessary, neither less than necessary. So in theory it goes here, but we Spanish speakers, I don't know why, I don't know the reason and when it started to be like this. Bastante is used to mean more. It's something, I know it may sound weird. I'm telling you what in fact happens. Most times it's used to mean even more than very well, more than muy bien. If you say, so be careful here, that's why if you come to Argentina, to Spain, to speak to a Spanish speaking country, and you say, hablo español bastante bien, most people will understand that you speak it perfectly. I know, I repeat, it sounds strange because bastante is quite, and if you say in English I speak Spanish quite well, it means that you neither speak it very well or too bad. You speak it quite well. But in theory it goes here, bastante. But in everyday conversation, many people use it, or most people, Even I do it myself. With this meaning, it's something strange. I know it's if you said I speak Spanish quite well, trying to mean that you speak Spanish very, very well. Nosotros hablamos. This is the ending. Hablamos. Español regular. More or less than good. So not that good. Regular, not that well or not that good. Vosotros habláis español poco, a little. So regular, not that well. Closer to bad than to well. A little. Ustedes hablan español muy poco. Very little. You already know that this muy is your very. Very little. And finally, ellos, ellas no hablan español. In Spanish, the negative for making the negative sentence, we just put the negative word no, this negative adverb. Well, one of the ways that in which you say no in English, no. The other one is not. In Spanish, luckily, we have only one way to say no, and it's this, this one, because you have no and not, nein und nicht. Even in Italian, no and non. In French too, ne, pas, non. We only have this word, no more than this one. So this means they don't speak Spanish at all. This means that. Well, I guess it's enough for today. We've seen many things, and I'm leaving the nationalities topic for the next video, because this video took more time than necessary. Took the necessary time, more necessary than I think it would be. So in the next lesson we'll see nationalities, how to say where one is from, demonyms, the name of the languages, and all those things. I hope you liked the video. Thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next lesson. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.